crushed a box of Fruit Loops, so I guess I'm gonna say Fruit Loops.
Frosted Flakes, bro.
Yeah.
Old school.
So we represent both sides of it.
Exactly. Balance.
Balance.
Exactly.
Perfect. So, well, this is a huge action film. So, what pushed you to your limits as an actor working in this film?
I think there was a physicality to it that I hadn't played in a while. You know, playing a boyfriend in Gilmore Girls or a father in This Is Us. There wasn't as much action. So for me, it was a bit of a physicality, the training, the technicality, the specificity of it, playing Army Special Forces. But we got each other through it, along with Luke and Liam Hemsworth, and yeah, we had a great time.
Awesome. Awesome. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I read that your father was a Vietnam War. So, how's for you now being in this war film?
Yeah, my dad is a Vietnam veteran. He was in the Army when he was in his early 20s, and I still have a lot of friends who are active duty military, Army Special Forces, in the Navy, in the Marine Corps, in the Air Force. And for me, a role like this, taking on the characters that Ricky and I were taking on, it was important to honor the job that these men and women do. That they're out in the world, they have a very technical job to do that is moved by geopolitics, but I think it's an important job. So honoring them, respecting what they do, and representing them in an honest way is what I was trying to do.
Perfect. Ricky, remember the first time that you read the script? It has like a lot of twists. So, what was your reaction the first time you were reading the script?
My first reaction was, I've got to take my shirt off and I need to get to the gym. But it does have so many twists. It's a really great script written by David Frigerio, Will Eubank, have really brought together a great dynamic. I mean, we spoke to you earlier before about the problem with action movies today is they're all great. It's all action, special effects, explosions, car chases, but it's very rare that you care about the characters like the old school movies. We grew up on Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis. The reason they were successful actors, action heroes, is because I cared about what happened to their character. They made me care. And in this movie, the beginning of the movie, you have a part where you see the dynamics between myself, Milo, and Luke Hemsworth's character, and then Liam Hemsworth's character coming into that group, and you see the dynamics and the brotherhood that they have, which makes you care about what happens to them. And that's what's important in these action movies, that it's not just explosions and bombs, it's about having an attachment to each character, so that when things start to go wrong and when things happen to them, you're not just excited by explosions, you actually care about wanting that character to survive. So that was great script writing for me. The action spoke for itself, and then obviously when I found out that Milo was attached, that we've just found out that we've actually known, I've been saying that I've known him for about 6, 7, 8, 9 years, and it's getting longer. It's actually 10, maybe more than 10 years I've known Milo. So to get to finally work alongside someone who I love dearly personally, but professionally as well, he's one of the great actors that I've always wanted to work with. You're fans of Milo? I'm a fan of Milo too. You know, actors can have, you know, like I'm a fangirl. I get excited because I'm popular. But working with Luke and Liam as well, to get to work with all these great actors, and then Russell Crowe, who I still have never met.
Wow.
But it was exciting. Apart from, I didn't realize I was never going to work with Russell Crowe.
The name is there, so.
But his name's there, so it's just between us.
Yeah. Well, following that idea, you were an American boyfriend, then an American father, and now an American hero. So, how's for you choosing these roles? Like, how do you pick the next role?
It's funny. I think there's an idea or a conception that we get to pick the roles. I'm nearly 30 years in the business acting in front of the camera, and I still feel like they choose me. I'm fortunate enough to be in a position where I can say yes or no, but the opportunity has to be there. So on this project, I got a phone call saying, hey, would you like to meet Will Eubank, the director? And I said, yeah, I know who he is, I'm a fan of his movies. I read the script, I knew exactly who Sugar was, I have friends in this profession, and they picked me. So it wasn't so much me saying that's what I want to do, that's what I want to play. It was a collaborative effort to come together as a filmmaker, an actor, actors, and you just get the opportunity and then you just run with it. You do the best job you can do, leave everything on the screen, and have fun while you're doing it.
I love it because it's great how like my family will always go, why don't you just be James Bond? I'm like,
You'd be a great James
oh,
Bond.
I didn't think of that. I should go and say I'm gonna be James Bond, but like no, you don't get your
Broccoli family's gonna come calling, but oh yeah, I was that's right. Ricky
you
Whittle.
never know.
Ricky Whittle.
But it is funny how fans and family and friends are always like, oh, you should do this. It's like, oh, thank you. I should. When they ask.
When they ask.